So only about 14 urologists in this country. Now we are approaching 80. So the training is ongoing, but it can be faster. And with the recent completion of the urology center in Kuala we'll have more theater space. You see, the patients to operate on, they are there. They are numerous. Our challenge has always been the theater space, anesthesia, and sometimes nursing. You see, training of specialists is not, it's not the responsibility of one organization or one association. If you are doing an operation, one of the doctors, you need the nurses, you need the equipment, the second machines. All these things come together to why you cutting that. So with this, we hope that the training of more specialists, not only in urology, but in other subspecialties in surgery, like cardiothoracic surgery, rectal surgery, plastic surgery, building more hospitals, which we are. We should also be training more doctors and nurses. But we're also aware of the challenges we are facing with the attrition of our nurses. So if we are training them and we don't have the capacity to retain them, then it becomes a challenge. You see, there are different types of prostate cancer. There are actually 3 types of prostate cancer. There's one that is so slow growing. You know, if the cancer is only within your prostate and it doesn't spread to your bones, your liver, it won't kill you. Prostate cancer kills by spreading outside the prostate to the other organs. So there's one type of prostate cancer that doesn't spread. We know that if you have that type, it will kill you. That type, even when we diagnose, we won't treat you. But now we don't even want to diagnose that type in the first place. Because if you diagnose it, you're not going to treat it. Why diagnose it? And currently there are technology that we can use to avoid diagnosing that one. And that is what we call the MRI. I'm sure you've heard of MRI, the multi-parametric MRI. A good multiple parametric MRI can tell us that this prostate is most unlikely to harbor the aggressive cancer. So, as a patient, even if your PSA is marginally elevated, we will not biopsy you. Elsewhere, after your PSA, the next is to do MRI. But we don't have the money to have MRI machines all over the country. So we have to have another way, and that is where the rectal examination, putting our finger. Some men don't like it that someone is putting his finger in your.
They said it's not dignified.
Yeah, but you see, that one requires only gloves and Vaseline. Instead of doing the MRI, sometimes when we discuss with the patients that should we do the MRI, the rectal examination on you, and he finds it uncomfortable, we won't push it. We will just request for the MRI for you, which is about 3,000 Ghana cedis for a good MRI. Elsewhere, from PSA, they do the MRI, but we can't afford to diagnose prostate cancer that way. It's just too expensive. So the digital rectal examination is very important. So when we discuss with men, they say, let's shoot a finger in it. It's for your own good. And we do it gently, lubricated hand. Because the DRA tells us if you feel a lump in the prostate, it tells us there's something worrying there. So for such a patient, irrespective of the PSA, we'll still go ahead and do the biopsy. Then there is a very aggressive type of prostate cancer. Unfortunately, those types, by the time we even pick it up, it has spread outside the prostate. We published a paper last year. Those of you who can read it. We looked at all men who actually died from prostate cancer. You see, out of every 5 men diagnosed with cancer, only 1 will actually die of the cancer. So we're interested in finding out those who are actually dying. And the result was clear. Those who are dying are those who have a very aggressive disease. By the time they come to see us, it has spread already. And these are people with strong family history of prostate cancer. If your father, your dad, your uncle died of prostate cancer, you are more likely to harbor the aggressive type. And those with family history of breast cancer. So for such a patient, if you have this history, come early. Come in your 40s. Let us thoroughly examine you. You do your BSc. If it's high, we'll do the MRI, and then we'll do the biopsy. You see, you cannot diagnose any prostate cancer without taking tissues from the prostate. And that is one of the challenges we are having. People are treating prostate cancer or prostate disease without doing a biopsy. You see, there are different prostate diseases. The common one is not a cancer. That is a enlarged prostate. Unfortunately, both of them can present with the same symptoms, that you are not urinating well. If you go and see doctors and other people, they will give them concoctions to drink. That, oh, this is your prostate, it will shrink your prostate.
But not to cut you, but aren't you having this late reporting of cases because of the fact that we do not have the services in the rural communities, the district levels, and everything is centered here at Kolibu, Konfani. So by the time the person gets to that stage, then we are having this high late reporting.
Let me tell you something. What is the... Let's say if you live in, let's go, or how long will it take you to get to a district hospital? Everybody has a phone now. The whole country is linked. So if you cannot urinate well and you are in a village, you can go to a chief's compound. There are nurses there. They will evaluate you and refer you to the regional hospital. The biopsy cannot be done in chief's compound. But the decision to take the biopsy is a major one. It's not all patients who have urinary problems that should do a biopsy on. So for us, if you go to a chief's compound and you describe your symptoms, the nurses can refer you to the teaching hospital, to the regional hospitals, and to the teaching hospitals. But we have patients who come from these villages. We follow them up on the phones. They will call you, Doctor, Johnson and Bo, and then we can discuss. It's not all patients who come from the village that we see that we follow them up with that they have to come to clinic. No. Sometimes we give them our phone numbers, and I'm encouraging my younger doctors to give their phone numbers to patients. Believe you me, patients will not bother you until they have a serious problem. And we tell them that if you can't even call, you can let your son or someone send us a text message and describe your problem. So you don't have to take the vehicle all the way to Kolibu just for us to look at your face and say continue your medication.
Thank you very much, Professor. Which number you talk about our customer?